with the instep down. Rocking back and forth like this. Again now, you're working right within the hip joint. Okay, turning to the other leg. Now the left knee is down and the instep is down. Back and forth. All you're doing is loosening up the hip joint right now. And pushing it. Okay, remember, we're working with the hamstring group. Now the knee is down on the right leg, the instep is down. Hands go in the middle here, legs go out, sitting out in this position here, holding it for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly up. We did one side, now we have to do the other. Left instep down now, left knee down. Rock it back and forth so it loosens up a little bit. Again, the hands are to the inside. Stretching your right leg out. Again, holding it for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming up now, relaxing. Back to the middle here now. We're going to work both of them this time, both hamstring groups. Grab your ankles, pull your head down, holding it, rocking a little bit. Turning again to the left. Now, the knee will be slightly bent on this one. Slightly bent. Again, sliding out here. Now working your head to your knee. Up, down, and then up, down, and up. Now to the right leg again. Left instep down, right leg is out, head down, and up, head down, and up, head down, and up. Coming back to this position again, up to this position, grab your ankles, pull your head down, holding it again for the certain length of time, and come up and relax. Kind of shake your legs out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to work the adductor group along with the hamstring group. The biceps femoris with the adductor longus. Are you ready? Doesn't hurt too much yet, does it? Good. Again, you're here, toes outward, put your elbows against your knees, and just squat. All you do is squat. Now on this one you can bounce a little bit. Use your weight. You're not really stretching the muscle, you're working with the joint area. Force your elbows back. And bounce a little bit. Good. You warmed up yet? I'm getting that way. Okay, now, your hands on the floor, pushing back. All you do now is take a deep breath, let it out, and exhale, and slide down. You didn't get this far, huh? Well, I'm going to show you some good exercises to get this far. Sit down now with your legs apart. Toes up and back to you. The reason your toes are up and back to you helps keep your leg locked out straight. Remember what I said at the first part, the agonistic and antagonistic muscle group? Right now, the agonistic muscle group that we're working with is a biceps femoris. That means the opposing muscle group is a quadriceps. So we strengthen the quadriceps by holding the legs out straight. Now, as the legs are out straight, we get our maximum amount of stretch by working with the biceps femoris. Going first of all to the left. Okay, now don't turn and go down this way. Keep sideways, because now we're going to be working strengthening of the obliques also. The muscles are on the side of the rib cage. Coming down and up. Coming down and up. Keep both legs locked out straight. Down and up. Down and up. One more. Down. Hold it. And up. Again, don't bounce. Don't bounce down, bounce up. You have a tendency to tear the muscle fibers when this happens. Now, it's okay to tear a few, but when you bounce, you tear far too many, and you could injure the muscle very seriously. Okay? Going to the right now. Going to the right, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. One more. Down, hold it, and up. We've gone to the left, we've gone to the right. Down the middle. Toes again upright. Try to keep them up. Don't bend over when you're going forward. Don't bend the feet forward. Keep your toes pointed up. Reach your hands way out in front of you now. It's very important not to try to touch your forehead to the floor. Watch what happens when I work an angle here. I'm at this angle here. Watch the hips. If I try to work my forehead down, nothing happens with the hips. So I want you to keep your back straight and actually pivot. See how this happens? That's what I want to occur. Hands way out front. First thing you should touch is what? Your stomach. Stomach, then chest. Never the head, unless you want to lay down and take a nap. Okay? Hands way out in front of you. Lower yourself down. And up. Remember, toes are still up. Down. Good. And up. Down. Come on, arch that back. Let's get it up there. Come on. And up. If you can't get all the way down, again, don't worry about it. You're mine for a while. Down. And up. Down. Last one. Stay there now. Arch that back. Keep the legs down. Keep this block down straight. Toes up. And up. Good. Feet together now. Kind of just bounce the knees. This is more or less a relaxing type of exercise. Relaxes the hip joint, relaxes the muscles so they can be more susceptible to work in a second or two because we got another one to do. Okay, now the legs are out straight, toes back. Again, this is a very important exercise to work with the hamstring group, the biceps femoris. If you push it now, you could injure your lower back. So take it down to where you feel the pain and stop. Stay there. Don't try to bounce. Take your time. Take it so far. Hold it for a couple seconds. And then come back up. Grabbing your ankles. Okay, down. And up. See how my back stays fairly straight? Down. And up. Don't hold it for a long time unless you can. I can. I'm getting old. Down. And up. Down. And up. You notice how I go a little lower each time. Down. And up. One more now. Hold it for about the count of 5. Down. And up. Good. Now loosen the ankles up a little bit. Okay, now we're not done. Back up to this position. From here, we want to continue working. We want to keep the muscle warm. Keep working the flexibility and the agility. Again, working the head to the floor. Go to your left. Now you notice that the knee is not on the floor, and I'm on the ball of the foot, and I'm working just the hip joint. Turning to your right. Same exact movement. The knee doesn't down. I'm on the ball of the foot. Back to the center now. Work the head down. Okay, the knee goes down this side. I slide out here. Hold it here for a couple seconds. Watch your toes. When they start quivering, it means you're causing some damage in that muscle. And up. Going to your right. Hold it there for a couple seconds. Okay, come back up to the center. Down to the front. Toes up. Chest to the floor. Hold it there for a couple seconds. Really push it now. Come back up. Hands on the floor. Sit here. Get that back as straight as you possibly can. Arch that back. Coming up. Squatting down here. Forcing it apart with your elbows. And one more time, down. From here. Okay. Back up. Squat. Shake it out a little bit. Grab a hold of your left knee. Pull it up to your chest. Down. Grab it again. Up. Pull up to your chest. And down. Grab the right knee. Pull it up to your chest. Grab the right knee again. Up to your chest. Kind of shake it out. Loosen up the hips. These exercises you can do every day. I do them every day. We'll be working on some exercises soon with a partner that you want to work maybe twice a week. See you in a second. There's good things and bad things about partner stretching. The bad thing is he doesn't know how far to take you. The good thing is he doesn't know how far to take you. When you're by yourself and let's say you're working flexibility, you're working your chest to the floor, I'll sit here and I'll go, oh, it's starting to hurt, I'll quit right there. Well, he doesn't know that it hurts there. So he might push you just a little bit further, which might be what you need. Again, when you're working with a partner though, when it does hurt, tell your partner to stop. And your partner, as your partner, should stop at that point. Don't say to yourself, oh, I'm going to take him just a little bit further. Because you might hear a little sound that sounds like this. And then you take 6 months to a year to let your muscle heal. Okay, on this particular stretch, we're working agility as well as flexibility. We're isolating the hamstring group and the adductor longus. What happens now, my partner here puts his hands on my lower back. The reason they're on my lower back is because I don't want to hunch over my upper torso. So I want to keep my back as straight as possible. What happens now is he pushes me over to where my stomach and my chest both touch. My toes again are still upward, toes back, legs locked down straight. So I reach out, my partner pushes me over, and my stomach and chest both touch. Now, we're working the hamstring group now, the biceps femoris. Now, as he pushes me forward, we're going from the biceps to the adductor longus, or the groin muscle. Now, as he pushes me a little bit further, we're working with the top head of the quadricep. Now, he pulls me back. Again, now we're working with the adductor longus and the sartorius, and he pulls me further back. When the toes come up, I'm working with the hamstring group or the biceps femoris. Now, anytime you feel any kind of a rise at all, that's when your partner should push you down. Again, watch what happens. He pushes down on my lower back. Now, as he starts to push me forward, any rise at all, that's where he pushes down, that particular spot. From here. And then he pulls me back. Any kind of a rise at all is when he pushes down. And toes are up and back. Now, as you work with this and you gain the flexibility, you can do it by yourself. Remember, these stretching exercises, these movements, the flexibility, agility movements, are very important for my second tape, the kicking, to be able to get the height and the flexibility and the agility that's utilized in the kicking aspect. Sitting up, now all I do is I drop down myself now, chest and stomach to the floor, and I pull myself forward. Keeping your buttocks down, keeping the stomach flat against the floor, and coming forward. Then pushing yourself back. Again, to this position, holding that, arching your back maybe a little bit, and then coming up to the sitting position and relaxing for a second. I know what your next question is. I can't get that low. What can I do? Well, Steve can't either. Have a seat, Steve. Okay, now, this is where the partner comes in very importantly. Main thing to do is keep your hands on your knees. I'm the partner, I'll do all the work, Steve should just relax. I can either push with my hands on his lower back if he's not very flexible, or I can grab the inside of his thighs here, down by the knee. This gives me a good fulcrum to where I can apply much more pressure. I put my shoulder against his lower back. Now, Steve, you tell me when it hurts. Keep your head up, and I take it down, and I love that sound. Hold it there for a couple seconds. It's working, you know, because if you look real close, you can see the toes quivering a little bit. And relax. Now from this position, I grab hold of his gi pants or his uniform or whatever, hold him up to this position. Hold him here by his hips. Putting my foot under this. Feet again now should be flat, toes inward a little bit. Okay, holding him by his hips and just putting my foot under his and walking it out a little bit at a time. Again, he'll tell me when it hurts. Okay, taking the work. Toes flat now, toes down. Because we're working the adductor muscle now, the adductor longus right in here. We're not working the hamstring so much now. Okay, now we're going to work the top head of the quadricep right here by simply taking Steve, making sure it doesn't go any further, and pushing him down. Now watch what happens. My hands are on his buttocks. See how it's up in the air now? Now I'll push down. So it's stretching the top head. He'll tell me when it hurts. Okay, relax. Now watch what happens. I'll bring you back up to here now. My legs have not moved in or moved out. Watch what happens with this leg now. It'll go a little bit further. One way or another. I sit him back down to this position. One more time, grabbing the inside of the thighs here. His hands are on his knees. Working the chest. Head up now. Head up, Steve. Chest to the floor. Holding it. And relaxing. This is a very good exercise for agility as well as flexibility. Working the complete range of motion in the hip joint. Now what we're going to do is make a wish. Hop up, Steve. You ever have a chicken bone, the little chicken wing, right? The little wishbone, and you break it?